Alright, what is going on, guys? So I'm going to take you step by step on how to make a Jolly Rancher fidget spinner. Here is the mold. Now, I use this stuff right here. It's called the Amazing Mold Putty. Alright, guys, you can buy it at an arts and crafts store, or I went to Hobby Lobby. It's $20, so a little expensive for some mold, but only thing you need to do is measure equal amounts of each container. There's 2 in there. I'm not going to go through the mold process. I'm sorry, it's just a little boring. Take out the middle of your fidget spinner. Take out this and the bearing. All right. Mold your putty into like a. You got to make sure you mix those things together, equal amount. Use about this much of each, like a little ball, bigger than a bouncy ball, sort of like the big bouncy ball kinds. Mix those 2 together, and then all you have to do is flatten it out before it all gets hard, because it gets hard very quickly. Flatten it out, put your fidget spinner in there, push down, leave it, let it dry. After you pull it out by, doing this, you like do this to pull it out. You're going to take scissors, and then you're going to cut these little knobs off, because the bearings are going to leave holes. Alright. And that's how you make the mold. Let it sit for 20 minutes after you are done. And it's hard, very, very hard, like rubber. So it can withstand boiling hot candy that I pour inside of it. So perfect. Then all you guys need to do to make a Jolly Rancher fidget spinner is take a hammer, as I have right here, and you're going to smash these into little pieces. All right. The smaller they are, the faster they're going to melt. So just remember that. So I have broken up 2 of them. You're going to need more than just 2, guys. You're going to need, I don't know, a handful of them. I didn't really count. Alright, so I went outside and just hit them at least twice with a hammer to loosen them up. Break them into little pieces. Now what I'm going to do now is put them all in the jar. Now, make sure you have a microwave safe jar. This is not, okay? This is not a microwave safe jar, but make sure you guys use one. And also have a parent's permission, or actually don't ever do this if you're a kid, because you can severely burn yourself with molten hot Jolly Ranchers. Boom. Jolly Ranchers are done. So I have quite a bit of Jolly Ranchers. So now what you're going to do is move to the microwave. I need to remind you guys, once it is actually in the microwave, you need to take it out like every 4 to 5 seconds to stir it. Do not forget to do that. And you guys can slowly seeing it melt just a little bit in the middle there. And that's what you're looking for. You want melted Jolly Rancher, guys. So keep doing that every 7 seconds. Stir it a little bit. Get it all melted. Now, as it starts to bubble, that's what you guys are looking for. That means most of it is already melted. Alright? Perfect. And now that it is done, the pouring process begins. The jar is very hot, guys, so don't hold it where your finger is when you're pouring it. It's not very smart. I didn't think that process through very well. This is just what you do. It's very, very simple. Make sure you guys put enough around there. Isn't that just so cool? It's so satisfying. Alright, that's going to be enough. Now guys, before it does dry, because it's going to dry and harden really quickly, move it off of the surface, this right here, because this is where the bearing goes. So if it's covering that, you're going to have a hard time getting the bearing in and set. As you can tell, it's already hardening. So I'm going to have a hard time getting that bearing set in there. No. No. Alright, we'll do it. When it's done hardening, you can also just break that piece off. because it's Jolly Rancher, it's going to break off real quick. Don't ever do this, guys. Don't you dare use your fingers. Don't you ever. You will burn yourself. I am a trained professional. Not really, but it sounded really good, didn't it? Did you guys believe me for a second? Alright, so I'm just pushing it in around, just so there's no weakness points around this entire point right here. Alright, now what you're going to do with this is stick it in the freezer for who knows how long. Let's say 20, let's do 20 minutes, because it's boiling hot at the moment, guys. So 20 minutes should be fine in the freezer until it hardens. It is currently in a freezer. Alright guys, now in order to get your bearing out of your fidget spinner, you're going to have to pry it open. Now I'm going to use a knife and see when I get done. Alright, so if you guys don't know what an inside of a fidget spinner looks like, this is it. This is the working mechanism. All it is just a bearing. A scooter wheel, a skateboard wheel, it's simply just a bearing, guys. And that's where the magic happens, is right here. And these little clips clip off. That's what we're going to use for our Jolly Rancher fidget spinner. Want to remind you guys, if you do not want a bearing in your Jolly Rancher, you guys do not have to. That's an option. You guys can make it and eat it right away. It doesn't matter, but it will be sticky. It's a melted Jolly Rancher, and if you guys do grab a hard Jolly Rancher, you know it does get sticky. So just be careful with the stickiness on it. If you don't want it to stick to your fingers, it's going to sound a little weird, but rub some butter. Just rub some butter on your fingers, and it won't stick. You know what I mean? It's like, because butter is oily, and oil on the skin, obviously it's oil, so it's going to be a lot easier to actually handle it. It's going to be weird, but that's just if you guys want to play with a fidget spinner. Now I'm just going to make it, put it together, spin it a few times, and probably put it in the fridge, just like I did my my butterscotch one that I made. Now butterscotch is not really high in demand, but there's the butterscotch one. It's still here, and it's a fidget spinner, guys. Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy, but it's a little sticky because it's melted candy, guys. I haven't done anything with it, but as you can tell, it still holds. Now, when you guys do put your bearing in the middle of whatever candy you guys melt to make one, it's gonna be hard. Don't push too hard. Kind of easily wiggle it in there. And if you want to use butter to actually get it in there for lubrication, you can also do that. It might actually work. I haven't tried that yet, but it might work. So it's been about 20 minutes since I did put it in the freezer. Now to remove these from the mold, it's very simple. You just peel off the edges, guys. I'm doing this one-handed so you can see how easy it really is from the mold. Only problem you're going to have a problem with, only thing you're going to have a problem with is going to be the middle. Because if you push your fidget spinner down in the mold hard enough, it's going to leave a little, it's going to expand. It's going to move over the top of it. So you're just going to pretty much easily push down here just slightly on the corners, and it should just pop right out. And there you guys have it. It is a Jolly Rancher fidget spinner. Isn't that so cool? Now we're going to attempt, as I say attempt, to put in the bearing. So I'm going to actually put it in like this. You gotta be gentle with it. Easy, don't want to break it because it's candy, it's hard. It will break. Alright guys. Alright guys, so it's almost completely done. So the top of it has a little bit more to go. So I'm going to try to wiggle it in there. Please be very careful because it's, yes, it's hard, but if you push too much on the sides right here, it will break. Now you guys can see the little things hanging off the edges. If you want, you can make those disappear. Cut them off with a knife or something, but there you guys have it. A Jolly Rancher fidget spinner, fully functional, as you guys can see. Isn't that just so cool? If you guys did enjoy this, Do not forget, it needs to be in the freezer though. It's going to be really sticky real soon. If you guys are having problems with it sticking or spinning, put it right back in the freezer. Adjust your bearings and you should be good. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, please share this with a friend. Let them see this. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop a like and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. And until next time, I am out.